Okay, well, Lions fans, we're back, and now we're talking about CJ Gardner-Johnson. There's been some information that came out today talking about CJ's return to the football field on game day, and according to Dan Campbell and the rest of the Allen Park staff, CJ is delayed, and the reason being is not maybe what some people think, but there's no real competition here. He's just delayed in his progress back to the football field. One, because the Lions are playing well. Two, the guys that are playing well is Kirby and Ifeatu Melifonwu. But there's a stark difference in comparison between what some channels are saying and what this channel is going to tell you. There is no competition between CJ Gardner-Johnson, Kirby Joseph, and Ifeatu Melifonwu. I mean, there always is, but in this case, there really isn't. There is nothing wrong with having three really good safeties on the roster at the same time, fighting for playing time. That is probably the best thing that could happen to any football team. And Dan Campbell wanted to make that very clear today. So I'm going to go to Dan Campbell's press conference today, and we'll listen to what he had to say.
Decision on activating him?
No, look, he's even better than last week. You know, he's looking pretty good, and it's just another chance to get him going. Brad and I will talk about it, you know, after we get done today. He'll be out there practicing again.
Does the play of Iffy change that conversation at all, considering he's playing at such a high level?
I'm sorry.
Does the play of Iffy change the conversation at all because he's playing at a high level right now?
Well, yeah, and I mean, look, yeah, Iffy's playing really good football, and look, Kirby's doing a good job, but, you know, everybody just assumes, well, Iffy is it Iffy or CJ? Well, why? Why would you assume that, you know? So when he comes back, we got options. We got really good options. We got football players, playmakers, and so it's a great problem to have.
So, I mean, you heard it from Dan. This is not about competition, and, you know, it's either Kirby or CJ or Ifeatu or CJ. I don't think that there's going to be an issue adding CJ Gardner-Johnson to a game day roster with Ifeatu Melifonwu and Kirby Joseph, you know, both on the roster at the same time. And the reason being is the Lions have changed what they're doing on defense. For weeks, my channel, me personally, have been screaming at AG, you know, to do something different on the defense, to start putting in 5 DBs, 6 DB sets, go to the 3-2-6, start utilizing the 4-2-5 more, and start rushing the linebackers and the DBs to get the sacks and the pressure that we're not getting from the defensive front. Well, guess what? It's worked. And the Lions have played some of the best defense that they've played in 7-8 weeks, the last 3 weeks, because they finally made the change. So adding CJ Gardner-Johnson to this roster, which is ultimately going to be week 18, he should be able to get in for the last game of the season. It's only going to elevate what this defense is going to be able to do. So think about it for a moment. If you have CJ Gardner-Johnson, Kirby Joseph, Ifeatu Melifonwu, Brian Branch, Cam Sutton, and Kindle Vildor all on the field at the same time, playing in the 3-2-6 or in the dime packages, that is a scary defense. Many of these guys are ball hawkers. You know, Cam Sutton, not so much. Kindle Vildor's had his days. But between Kirby, Ifeatu, and CJ Gardner, you've got 3 prime guys that'll go up and get the interception. So I think it's only, you know, going to add to this defense. I don't think it's going to detract from this defense at all. And now that we're adding James Houston to the mix too, and he should be, you know, coming up here in the next couple of weeks, I think that this Lions defense is primed and ready to finally have a couple of breakout games to end the season. And we'll see what's next. So that's all for today's update on CJ Gardner-Johnson. His time back to the active roster has been delayed at least 1 more week. And we do expect him to be playing in week 18 at home versus the Vikings. And what a great homecoming that will be. So we'll see y'all next time. Go One Pride, go Detroit Lions. Bye-bye now. Take care. We'll see ya.